Good day, MINR, and welcome to another episode of MINR News, your monthly news show where we talk about everything that happened in the previous month. Up this month is the month of June. My name is Lucky Lucraft, and I'm joined here by my fellow radio host, Zepharel.
Zathura. My name is Zathura. My name is Zathura now. Hello, this is episode 2, and this is going to be a longer episode and a better episode, and here are the new maps. Go, Luke.
Now this is your part.
No, it's not. Oh, it's my part. Oh, fuck. Well, okay. So...
Off to a good start. Good job.
Off to a great start.
Yes.
Okay, we had 5 new maps this month.
Yeah, a lot actually.
Alphabet, a pure puzzle by Subterrane. I always read this as Subterranea, but it's Subterrane. A pure parkour by Chromonic. Colossal, a parkour with Search by Otter. I think I said the same thing last episode, but whatever.
I mean, you can call him Otter if you'd like. I don't mind. I'm sure Otter
Duality. A pure parkour by Depressor, and Cataclysm, a parkour with Dropper by Average IPA, and this is a great map which you should play right now. All of them are probably good maps, but you should play Cataclysm right now. Yeah.
So surprisingly, a lot less maps this month than the previous month, and also something I noticed: there's no maps, no mazes this month. I don't know if that's because of maze comp, possibly, but
yeah, everyone's holding off their wonderful maze ideas for maze comp. You'll see.
Yeah, probably. I am going to quickly fill in my password for my other email account because I forgot to open the form for the next section because I am
Wonderful.
prepared. Give me
Absolutely
1 second.
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
You can also say the password out loud for the audience, you know?
Okay, yeah, it's SC, small c, capital M. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop there. I found the poll. Oh, wow. Okay, so, right, to give you a bit of an introduction, at the end of the last month, we asked you guys to fill in a Q&A for possible questions that you could have for us this month. And we got 10 replies, one of which is mine actually, so never mind that. But yeah, Seth does not know any of these questions, nor do I, and I'm gonna, I can tell them to you right now. Our first question is from Dark Sly, and his question is as follows. Can you sponsor Sly Plaza next episode? I'll offer 2 special offers for you guys in MINR post.
Okay, Sly Plaza good. Visit Sly Plaza. It has state-of-the-art technology. It will bring MINR to space one day. We will get to space before Jeff Bezos does.
You know,
okay, next
actually,
question.
This gives me this gives me an idea. Maybe we should have like an ad break or something next time, and then we.
What? Oh, sponsors! Now you're talking.
Actual sponsors.
Okay.
What about that?
Okay. To everyone listening, if you want us to sponsor your thing, just message me or Luke, and we will negotiate a price.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
$5 per second. Our next question is from Gamer Patriots, and their question is a hot dog a sandwich? That's
I would say no. What do you think?
You know, I think this question is very interesting. It's more like a circular bun and not really a sandwich because you cut open the bread halfway, and this question is not going anywhere, is it?
Okay, we can go on. I don't think it is though, honestly.
No. Actually, I want to talk about this then because I don't think it's a sandwich because it's like a bun and you cut it open about like you get what I'm trying to say, like
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like,
But like,
I just
it's
don't. I
not
wouldn't
too.
put it like I wouldn't put it in the same category as a sandwich, just because I don't think like there's nothing in it except sausage and like stuff. Other, like I do you put dressing in that?
I don't. I'm not barbaric. I only put like curry sauce with my sausage or something.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a sandwich.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we can agree on that. Moving on to
Mhm.
the next question.
Okay.
Our next question is from Big Chunky Boys. Love your name. Um, do, do you like milk? I do like milk, but only if it's cold. Because it's
Not big on milk. I like chocolate milk, but I'm not big on regular
well,
milk.
but chocolate milk isn't really milk. It's basically sugar.
That is true, but that's why it's good. I don't really like see the appeal of just milk.
You're a horrible person. No,
True.
but no. A pet peeve of mine is that whenever I'm eating breakfast, like if the milk has been out there for such a long time to the point where it's lukewarm, no pun intended. like like milk doesn't taste as good anymore. It's just like just like put it back in the freezer or whatever. I mean, not in the freezer, the fridge. Don't want to
I
freeze it.
mean, I don't know. Call me a horrible person, but I don't really like know in which context I would like. I would drink just milk. It's just not a vibe. I don't know.
Cereal maybe? Yeah, cereal.
Oh, a cereal. Okay. That. But I don't count
Ah,
that though. I don't count that as drinking milk.
why
You're just
not?
adding, because it's like you're not drinking it. You're just adding it to something to make something else more tasty. And at that point, you're not even like it's not just drinking milk.
A
You know.
more important question actually is cereal a soup or a broth?
Is this just a question you thought of right now, or is it like one of
Yes.
oh? um, I don't think it's a soup. I don't.
I
I
mean, it's a liquid and you put solid into it. Wait. Okay, moving on to the next question. This is obviously a bit too complicated for us. Our next question is from Electro, who asks, why?
I think my silence speaks volumes. Moving on.
Moving on to the next question. Our next question is by Anonymous, who hasn't filled in anything.
Oh.
Not really about this month, but why the name MINR?
Uh, I think it was the. I think the. I think it was like the closest domain that they could find, which was close to like miner, as in like a pickaxe dude.
Ah, yeah, that is a good question. Like, weren't we
I
like
think
the first server, or one of the? We were one of the oldest multiplayer servers, so why not MINR with an E onto it? You know, like.
yeah, I think it was because like the domain wasn't available.
Ah, interesting.
At least I remember something like that on like an old forum thread or something. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, you're here longer than me, so I wouldn't know. But it is an interesting question. Thank you. Um, our next question is from Sphere One, who asks, "How's your day?" Well, my day is actually quite fine. I've got an exam in 2 days, and I'm getting kicked off board. No. Half joke, half not joke.
Mhm.
um, I've had a stressful few past weeks actually. Like this month alone, I don't know about you, Zaf, but this month alone, it's been kind of stressful. I'm really looking forward to the summer holiday. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, same. My last exam is tomorrow or something like that as well. So it's like, okay, we
tomorrow,
got
something like that.
we,
Something
we got
tells me
this.
you did not prepare properly.
But I am fully prepared. I don't know
Hmm.
what you're talking about.
What is the test about? Which subject is it on?
It's in organic chemistry.
Oh well, it's chemistry, so you're basically gonna ace it. So.
True. Okay, next question.
Yes, next question is from Feladay. How do you feel about Purple Sponge Castle?
I don't know what purple sponge castle.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. don't really know. I think it's the.
It kind of sounds great though, honestly.
Isn't it that like the worst palette combinations that you could have between those two blocks, like purple and splash?
No. I can think
Because
of worse ones.
I think Sol put that in one of his maps once, no? Or something.
Mean messages, maybe?
Yeah, that one.
That even the Soul map? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I know where it's from because we memed about it in the tutorial or whatever you call it from board on like how to improve your building style, and then it was like this one example: do not put blocks like purple and sponge together, and that's exactly what Sol did. So.
Right.
And it got accepted into FFA, so there's a good meme.
Yeah.
Next question is from Chillers. What is your fondest memory of minor, not including completing hardcore? That's an actual good question. You go first, because I have to think about this.
I think I mentioned this in Greenies a while ago. Might not be my fondest, but I remember one day I was still a blue, and it was around the time that bug existed where you could log on as anyone, and someone logged on as an admin and griefed the server, and like the spawn was pretty much ruined.
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
So what I did was because I could walk out of the spawn, as a blue I just went around the map for a bit.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that's a very fun memory I have of the server.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's oh god, another voice
Don't do that, by the way. I do not endorse doing that.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
My fondest memory of minor. I was gonna say completing hardcore, but I'm not allowed to say that. So it's honestly a tough one. What's my thoughts? I think one of my fondest memories is honestly not completing hardcore. Okay, this may sound like a very corny answer, but it's kind of like doing hardcore itself, and this wasn't necessarily the time that I went through it when I actually got greened and not banned. Like the few times that I spent with others in hardcore, like my first time getting better at parkour, and it's not like I really have a specific fondest memory, but
just the general experience of hardcore.
Just the general experience of hardcore, I would say, is probably the most concrete to an answer that you can get. Just like completing every map and progressing in the challenge, it just gives you so much of an adrenaline rush that you really enjoy. I just heard my dad screaming downstairs, I think Soccer's playing. Don't know what's happening, or my dad is being murdered, but I doubt it's the latter. Anyway, yeah, that's my fondest memory of minor. Anyway, moving on to the next section. New Greenies, as well as new staff and new board. Hooray! Look at that. For new Greenies, we have Tommy333, Raul, Challenger, Pixel to Copy, Rando F, excuse me while I have to burp, Man with Raft, 7 Omega, and Blubber. Fun fact actually, Challenger is he's a very old user from Minor back in the days, isn't he?
Yep. He used to be I Forgot with zeros instead of O's, and he is the person who brought Minor Mafia to Minor.
Ah, well look at that.
And he was also tech at staff while still being a blue on Zero. So
oh well, look at that. This man has built up his own legacy and has returned to Minor with his green rank. Congratulations to all of you. We also have 2 staff. We have Ian and Speckley, Modern, Spol, and Archer, who have all promoted either to administrator or moderator. So congrats to all of you as well. And lastly, we also have a new board member, the one and the only creator of Cataclysm. I am above. No, wait. Oh god, I mixed two people up. Okay, ignore my entire comments.
Isn't that the same person though?
Is it? I'm
Yeah,
above
it's the same
average.
person.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm above average is his forum account, so it is the same person.
Oh my god. My brain is melting. Okay, congratulations to the creators of Cataclysm. I'm above average or average IPA, whichever you are right now. Welcome to the board. Good luck with suffering a lot. Moving on to the next section.
FFA Plus nominations and the denomination ballot was going on this month. Unfortunately, I don't have the results of the denomination ballot with me right now, and I probably should get on that after recording this. So, in the FFA Plus nomination, there were 29 maps nominated. Well, there were 29 maps on the ballot, actually. And the total of maps accepted was 12. So there was only one 100% map this ballot, that was Blight. Next up, Dragon Soul Maelstrom with 96%. Framed with 90, Coastline also with 90. Blossom with 87, Electrodynamics with 82, my own Back to Bonneton 76, my own Reliquia with 74, Crimson Planet 71, Skyrunner 2 70, Broadway 68, and Sanctuary 67. Congratulations to everyone who got their map in FFA Plus.
It's odd how many maps have you made since the last time an FFA Plus nomination ballot was hosted?
Two.
And how many maps just got nominated to FFA Plus?
2.
Ah, what a coincidence! You wouldn't have accidentally.
And who is the one organizing this ballot?
Oh my god! It all comes together. Holy shit! I think you just brought to everyone, but it's okay. It's okay. You can admit it. No one will mind. Yeah, but surprisingly, a lot less maps accepted into FFA Plus relatively to other ballots. Why do you think that's? Why do you think that's the way it is?
I had there were a lot of nominations. It was, I think, above. I can't remember the number, but I had to cut it to like it was 7 nominations to make it to the ballot. So it was a lot more strict as opposed to the 3 last ballot, which in retrospect wasn't a very good idea. But either you make the ballot very strict or you make the nominations very strict. If I didn't put a cap on nominations, so I had to put a cap on like how many maps were on the ballot. So I'm probably gonna play around next time and I won't be capping nominations. I think I don't know, the feedback's always mixed. I asked at the end of the forum whether people would like to see the cap come back, and a lot of people didn't want it, a lot of people did, so I don't know. I'll see. We're a long way from the next ballot, which is in about 50 maps, so we will see then.
All right, yeah. I'm interested to see how that goes down then. So for our next segment, we're going to be discussing a topic that we've chosen for today, specifically about the originality of maps and gameplay. And for that, we have brought in a special guest with us, as per request of some of you. And that special guest is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. NoSi. Hello.
Hey guys.
Esteemed board member and admin and just general cool guy, NoSi.
That's me.
Okay, so we want to talk about originality of maps and gameplay, and we want to ask you, what do you consider an original map idea?
Well, I mean, it's a whole range of things, you know? I mean, the originality of a map is purely decided by the the creator of the map itself, I would say. We have plenty of examples we've had from this month, I would say. You could have maps like Cataclysm by Average IPA, a beautiful map that goes through a whole wide ranges of like rooms that I've never seen before in beautiful settings. And I mean, you just gotta like whatever you put your mind to for you want to build, just build it. And I mean,
do you think we're running out of original map ideas? Do you think like every so often we get maps that are reminiscent of another map?
Well, yeah, you can definitely see some similarities between maps, and you could say that eventually there will come to a point where every piece of content could just be a recycled form of another thing. But I don't think that will happen for a very long time, where we will be completely out of original ideas for maps or any form of media, I would say.
Right. I mean, I guess that's true, but I mean, some people also argue that like mazes in general, at least for me, they can become very repetitive if you're playing a lot of them in one session, and just mazes in general. I don't know. After some time, you get the general gist of mazes, and I feel like that's kind of map subject also becomes saturated at one point. I mean, like there are some exceptions to this rule, like Invictus 2, for example, which was an amazing maze. But like the general mazes, it kind of detracts from the overall what do you call it?
Like challenge types. I mean, there's only so many maps you can make that are just like walking around different types of walls, which I feel like is the reason we have stuff like Maze Comp, because that's where you see stuff like Gridhopper be born, which is Gridhopper is a great map, which is original, but it's also based on something else. There would probably not be a Gridhopper if there was not telepads before it. So I guess that even even if a concept is repeated, it doesn't really have to be the exact same thing, and like imitating something may lead you to something completely different, I guess.
Oh yeah. I say that could be a good argument. And you know, I haven't been around the Maze Comp 2 area too much to see what people are making. I have done a few helping people out here or there. So I can't say if I know if I've seen any outstanding original ideas at the moment. I'm sure there are. I'm sure people out there right now are creating some maps or mazes that, you know, could make their way into FFA Plus in future ballots. But yeah, you know, I would say for mazes, that is probably the hardest maze, like the hardest map type to create, for like making it, you know, stand out in a unique way instead of just making like a maze generator and then just plotting it down in Minecraft and just being done with it.
I mean, yeah, actually, that maze generators do exist nowadays. I mean, I saw some stuff of that coming online, but I mean, aside from the FFA Plus mazes, like there are, in terms of gameplay at least, like there can be very minor differences between FFA mazes, and that's not to bash all mazes that are of FFA quality, because there's some really good mazes out there.
Well, I mean, you could try and make the same argument for parkour though, because like there's only within the skill cap that we have on MINR, which is like excluding maps that are harder than Heartless. I feel like in terms of gameplay, you also usually have like the same types of jumps repeated, and when there's a new jump introduced, it might not be fitting for us, just because like we have very specific like types of rules about balancing and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I think you only really run into that issue with even only for like our red difficulty or black difficulty parkours though. And even with that, I feel like with what creators are doing recently with certain types of jumps that have never been seen before in a map, I still feel like there are being precautions being made where they are presented in the right way. And it could be an issue, but I just feel like there hasn't been a massive issue about that for parkour maps.
I feel like something that would help to like diversify jumps would be I don't know about you, but like some of the most unique jumps I've played are in like are in the E series, and I feel like it might be cool for someone to make an easier one jump map that's around, I don't know, yellow to orange difficulty, where like you have unique jumps that are hard, but it's not like 30 of them to chain enough like for it to be red or black. And that way you kind of make more diverse jumps accessible to like a more general public.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like the concept of E is only something that works in that very special case. Like it has those certain conditions, what makes it so popular and esteemed map. I don't know, for parkour mostly, unless it's all in one same map, like one segment, if there's a lot of repetitiveness of jumps, I would argue that parkour generally doesn't suffer as much because you have so many different ways of jumping from one block to another, that there's you don't quite see that repetitiveness come back.
Well, we've also
in mazes.
I don't think we've done like there are some maps that do that, but I don't think we've done effect-based parkour a lot. That's in Supersonic, I feel like. There's a segment in the Great Race 3 with that, and I can't think of any more examples, but
Happy Thoughts is mostly entirely based on effect parkour.
Well, yeah.
That's the only
played
one
it.
mine, though. Yeah.
Happy Thoughts is a lot a lot above my skill.
Yeah, it may be called Happy Thoughts, but it gives me a lot of depression, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, your point was?
Yeah, my point was we can do a lot more than with that. I think I don't remember who. It might have been Chillers, but I think someone at some point was working on like something with like the slow falling effect, where like you could do longer jumps just by like slowing your fall.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I saw that map once. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, but stuff like that is cool stuff you can do, I guess.
Right, but whoa. Voice
Whoa.
crack, Jesus Christ. We're gonna cut that out.
No, we're not.
We're keeping it in.
Yeah.
I need to recatch myself. But yeah, those you can't really do those things in mazes, which is kind of my point. Like mazes become oversaturated at one point. Like I don't see how people can keep finding mazes enjoyable. Like there's a difference in finding where the exit is. Ooh, big whammy.
I'm boiling right now hearing this.
Yeah.
It's like there is stuff you can do. You can do teleports. I know telepads and grid hopper exist and pandemonium, but that's 3 mazes compared to like how many we have on the server. So it's like there's still room to do that. There's also Pearl and what's the other one called? The Eye, I think.
Yeah.
Those are Ender Pearl based, which is also a funny thing you can do. I don't know. I don't know any other things you could do, because if I did, I wouldn't be putting them in this podcast, and I would just steal the idea for myself. But I'm sure there's like other stuff we haven't thought of. It's just that like most, I agree with that like most of them are essentially here is a type of wall. You will go through this type of wall until you find the exit, and then that is it. Also, the reason I like Snake and Woolly Mammoth and stuff like that, is that like, it does not have to be like walls. It can be random confetti-like stuff, which at that point borders with search, but it's still like searching for an exit maze, whatever. But there's stuff you can do with space that we haven't done. No one's done fractals yet, I think. I think someone was doing that with Maze Comp. No one's done. Well, you can't. I don't know how you would do 4-dimensional, but
yeah, no, please explain. I'm very interested in your idea.
I mean, I think I talked with Zombie about this once, but you could do something like 3.5D, where it's like you have a maze which is repeated multiple times in like separate instances, and so you could have a way in your inventory to cycle between those instances, so you have the 3-dimensional space and then +1 to like shuffle between the mazes.
But those mazes already exist too, like
such as
I think you even made a map one. It's some what is it called, mirrored or something, that shows between mazes. I don't know the exact name.
Mirrored does that, and that's a piece map, but that's like a really small segment of that map, and I don't know, I love Mirrored, but that you can't like say that that's the bulk of that map, because Mirrored is a lot of other stuff and a lot cooler stuff than that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like you could do more with that. Also Enigma is kind of something not really done a lot. I mean, a lot of people compare it to telepads, and I hate how every maze that has teleportation has to be compared with telepads, but it's really not comparable. It's like, it's different, and I don't know. I think you could do more with mazes than like you're suggesting.
Like Enigma is more, I would say it's more like you could equate it more to like a mixture between Spectrum by piece and Grid Hopper. It would be like a mishmash of those two combined into the map.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Do you think we haven't quite explored the whole maze genre yet? Like, unlike parkour, I mean, at least like there's a lot of variety in parkour, which makes it so popular in the Minecraft community. But is there like, haven't we expanded upon the maze concept in general that well yet?
Well, mazes, no one does mazes except us. I mean, I love mazes, but no one makes them except like on the server. I very rarely see any mazes get made on like Planet Minecraft and whatever, and it's usually just something like, oh, this is the Maze Runner made into Minecraft, and it's like, okay, I've seen like 20 of these. So I feel like that contributes, because with parkour, you always have like, we're not the only people making parkour, but I feel like not enough people make mazes, so you can't really make the argument that like we've saturated everything. Maybe if more people made them, then we'd have more people coming up with new ways to make them. So it's like, eh.
You know, you actually make a valid point. I kind of have to agree with that.
I love how this entire conversation just turned into me defending mazes, but it's fine.
I mean, it's maybe because you're kind of like maze creator, and me not really.
Yeah.
Cram the maze somewhere in the 7 Days of Dreaming. That was all it. So I could get the genre in.
Are you making any original like map thingies, NoSi? You have is the Void yours, or is it the other one, Space?
No, I've made the Void. That was my first map that I made. I was planning on making a sequel to the Void for Maze Comp.
Oh.
We'll see if I can get that done in time. No promises. But yeah. Well, that might be coming in the future. Maybe.
Hype.
I mean, as a Maze hater, I Jesus Christ, the voice cracks on point today. I do have to admit, the Void was actually quite a good map. I don't know how you could expand upon that ID though, so I'm interested to see whatever your entry may be, if you are able to complete it within the deadline.
Complete it and prove Luke wrong that you can make original mazes.
Yes, everyone who is submitting to Maze Comp, here is my statement right now.
If you don't like Luke, this is your chance to stick it to him.
Sure. If you don't like me, publish a map to Maze Comp, and if not, then also do it because it deserves some love. But yeah, prove me wrong and show that there are good mazes can exist in Maze Comp, because I'm generally more of the idea that mazes are a bit saturated, but nevertheless, I've kind of come to a agreement with whatever we've come up with now. Are there any finishing comments that you would like to say, NoSi?
No, I think we've covered mostly everything.
Alright, what about you, Seth? Was that all?
Well, that would be all, but that's not really why we called NoSi here today. That was a great chat, but we have to talk about something. So
right.
I'm
sorry,
sure
I didn't eat the cookies. I didn't eat the cookies. Whatever you're saying, no, I didn't eat them.
I'm sure you watched our previous, listened to our previous podcast, right? And you're familiar with the incident on May 28th when a Greenie's house build was griefed. So So where were you during the time that the build was set on fire, NoSi? It was May 28th. What were you doing?
Okay, May 28th. May 28th. Let me jog my memory. I think. Okay, well I'll go out and say it. I was on the server on May 28th. I was online. But I have no idea who this Greenie is and who like what their house looks like. I've never seen their house before. Whether they be, I wouldn't brief anybody's house like that.
And were there any other admins online during that time?
I could probably recall a couple potentially.
Let me ask you a better question. Have you ever griefed a map, NoSi?
A map? No. Why would I go ahead and grief a map like that? That's
why not?
Ludicrous.
Why not? You've never just been flying around zero and you're like, oh, I hate this build. I wanna destroy this build. You've never thought that, at least.
Well, I have gotten frustrated at a few maps while I've been playing through them, but I've never gone to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy this person's dreams and destroy a build that they worked hard on. No, I could never. I've had thoughts about that, but I could never follow through on that. I'm too. There was a alignment chart of all the staff that was made a long time ago, and I was lawful good on that alignment chart. So you have a good boy right here.
What if you've just been lying to everyone, though? What if you're not on the lawful good?
Oh, well, I mean, am I lying to myself then? Am I not a good boy? No, I think I'm. I think I'm.
I don't know. When you completed HC, what did the staff member that greened you say? Did you have any inconsistencies in your logs? Do you have a history of breaking the rules on the server?
Oh, no comment at the time. No comment at the time.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'm writing that down. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, no, trust me, guys. Trust me, guys. I don't know what ideas you guys are getting right now.
Sure.
I did not touch that person's house. I was out walking my pet dog.
What do you
in
mean
the
you were
street.
out? You said you were on
Yeah,
the
you
server.
just said you were online
No,
that
Yes,
day.
I was walking my pet dog in Minecraft. I was
You have
taking a walk through.
why do you
EX.
have a pet dog in Minecraft when you're an admin
His
and have
name-
creative?
Well, you
What's
know,
your pet
you
dog's
see,
name?
What's the name of
his
the
name is
dog?
his name is Charles, and he's a wonderful boy. I met him very recently. I adopted him from a shelter, and we've had wonderful adventures throughout MINR. We've gone to go see many builds and just have a good time. He's a good boy, and yeah, I would never subject Charles to see a site like that. Sit him on the side of the road while I go destroy and light someone's house on fire. That would be setting a bad example for my dog.
Luke,
Writing
are
that
you
down as well.
are you convinced?
As fictional dog. Who cares about? Sorry, continue.
How are we feeling about this, Luke? Are you convinced?
I'm not so sure. So he said he walked in the morning with his dog Charles, and that he's neutral, lawful.
I'm lawful good.
Lawful good. I thought you said neutral, lawful.
Where were
Getting
you
a lot
on
of...
the morning of May 28th, Luke?
We were right here recording this.
Yes,
well, not this,
I was
the
here
previous
recording
episode,
this.
but so two of us have an alibi here, but you don't, NoSi.
Exactly. Where
And-
you
okay,
alibis.
and-
You can ask my dog.
More importantly, have you played MINR Mafia?
Sorry.
No, I have not played MINR Mafia.
You have not played MINR Mafia. Is it because you think that like people will catch you in MINR Mafia and will know your true self?
Oh no.
Why haven't you played MINR Mafia? Everyone's played MINR Mafia.
I'm afraid of lying. I don't like lying to people.
Like you are right now?
How the audacity.
Wait. Look. Hold on. I think we're getting a call from the Greenie again.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm sorry for interrupting the show, but they just did it again. They goofed on a build. I was just online a minute ago, working on a project of mine, when I was kicked by a server malfunction. The no jumped back. My build was destroyed, evaporated, into thin air. How did they possibly know it was me who saw them last month? They couldn't have possibly known. Whoever you are out there doing this is not a game anymore. This means war, and it won't be the last time you hear of me.
Okay, I think NoSi is no longer with us. In any case, he's been cleared of the accusations of griefing because clearly he can't be griefing when he was just here with us right now, and we heard the call say that someone was griefing. So sorry for bothering you, NoSi. We'll try to be better with our case files next time.
Very convincing.
Yeah, moving on to something more lighthearted. Highlighted map of the month. Luke's
Yeah.
pick. Go.
Hey, yeah, I completely did not forget about this part after I thought we were done already. Yeah, my pick of the month is Super Minor Cards, which, yeah, what can I say about it? It's marked as a pure parkour map made by a piece of cheese. And it was one of the nominees for FFA Plus, except it didn't make the cut, sadly. But nonetheless, I wanted to shed some light on this because a while back I hadn't played any maps for a while, and then I returned to MINR, and this was one of the first maps I ever played after coming back from a break, and I had a lot of fun playing it. It was really interesting gameplay and very different from any other parkour or puzzle or maze map. It really intrigued me, that whole dynamic of racing on a horse. And well, okay, I guess I'm just explaining Mario Kart and it's not that big of a deal, but I really enjoyed it, and you could see that whoever made this map had a lot of fun doing so and put a lot of time and effort into it. There was also 4 maps actually in Super Mario Kart that you could race in, those being the Donut Plains, the Shoko Island, Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road, which are all very well decorated according to their theme, and yeah, I was more than happy to play through this map more than once, just trying to beat my own time and have a good laugh. I think my favorite course was probably either Shoko Island or Bowser's Castle, because there you really learn how to keep trying the same course to improve your time until you've met the goal and actually finished the map. But yeah, that's all for my map of the month. Zeph, on to you.
No, I'm just gonna comment on yours as well. My favorite course on that was Rainbow Road, and I got stuck on that for a longer time than I did on the other 3. But
Oh, really?
I really like that one. Also, Super Mario Kart is a great map. It was great even before the rework that integrated it within another castle, and
yeah, definitely agree.
yeah, and that made it an even better map. So hype.
Yeah, hype. Put it into FFA Plus next time if you get the chance, guys, because I really think it deserves it. It's a very unique map, and it deserves its spot there.
I picked IKEA Maze, which at this point is the usual snub at FFA Plus voting. IKEA Maze was made for the original Maze comp. I don't know what placement it got. I don't really know what the criticism about this map is. It's a really good map. I guess you could say that like the rooms in the big 3D maze with the random rooms is a bit barren. Like some of the rooms are empty, but I think it does a good job of like mimicking IKEA, and it also, like, all of the mazes are very like big and spacious and whatever you can call it, and especially that one that's like with the oak wood chairs and stuff like that.
Ah, yeah, that's one still gives me nightmares. God, that
And
was
it's not really that hard, but it, like, when you enter it, you're like, oh, this is a lot, you know? And then there's like the warehouse looking thing with the platforms, and that's also like, oh, big. So it does a good job of like getting you lost in like the environment it's in. And yeah, play IKEA Maze if you have not played IKEA Maze.
Yeah,
This is my
to
recommendation.
add a small comment on your section, I really felt like, I mean, I felt immersed when I was walking through this IKEA and actually like going through the maze. Like, also the attention to detail, to have every object in the IKEA named with a Swedish name as well. Like, I know it's obvious because you're in IKEA, but I don't know. It's a really quirky map, I guess is the right word for it. Maybe I really enjoyed it. I think that's all actually. I think we've reached the end of our episode for this month.
Yep. That was all we had planned.
And nothing more.
What do you want to say? Do you want me to close? I can close.
Well, actually, for anyone who has made it this far in the episode, I'd just like to shortly thank all of you guys for giving so much support last time. Like, we hadn't expected any of this much of attention, at least.
Oh yeah, this started out as a joke, and it still kind of is. So
I think it still is,
like,
but
it's still a joke, but now it's a joke that people laugh at and enjoy. So
yeah,
it's a good joke. Question mark? I guess.
Big question mark.
Yeah. Thanks for liking this. I guess.
Yeah, we'll continue to produce more and try to report on the news, I suppose. I'm just really glad everyone's enjoying it as much as we do creating it.
Yeah, hopefully we also get to the bottom of that admin gone rogue
God.
situation, yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I sure hope we catch the griever soon.
Yeah. Okay, if you don't have anything else, we can cut, and we will see you in exactly 1 month.
All right.
Goodbye.
See you guys.